Yeah, it looked pretty good to me, as you can tell with a smile on my face. And it was refreshing to hear what I'd hoped to hear from Hugh Bowman after the trial, which is what he said all the way through this preparation. Looks like she's come back very well, and we couldn't have been, well, personally, I couldn't be any happier with her this morning's trial, and she's bang on target for 2 weeks' time.
Just with you giving her the gallop on Saturday, it's usually the other way around, the trial and then a gallop. What was the thinking there?
Doesn't normally have an exhibition gallop at the start of a prep. It's normally to fill in time between runs. So I just wanted to get her to ram with the new stalls there, which are very good, and just make sure she was relaxed with that, and get a little bit of pre-race nerves out of her. I guess this preparation over 1400, it's a Group 1 race, so we've specifically made sure that she's ready to go, and making sure it's such an important race for her, named in her honour. And we've said right from the start that every race is important in this preparation. We just take one race at a time.
Hugh, tell us how she went. It looked like she went through her gears pretty well.
Yeah, she did. I was very impressed with her. I asked her to do a little bit more than I did in the first trial. She was more relaxed this morning than she was in her first trial, and I think that is a direct result of going to the races and having that exhibition gallop on Saturday. So, you know, for me, it's a good step in the right direction. It suggests that she's going to, you know, some of that nervous energy has sort of left her body, and she's sort of ready to go to the races now. And look, she felt as good as she looked. I haven't seen the replay yet, but I'm sure it looked pretty good, and I would suggest that's as good as she's ever trialled, and that, you know, honestly.
Does that amaze you when you think back over the times that she has trialled, that you're looking at her as an older mare and she's trialling that way?
Yes, well, I remember this time last year she won her only barrier trial, and that was because mid-trial I thought, gee, she just doesn't feel as though she's in the same spot as she was, and so I asked her to really go, and she responded, as we all know she does. So I thought to myself that day, I don't really need to do that ever again. And although I didn't ask her with the same sort of encouragement this morning, I did ask her to use herself, and the response I got was very encouraging.
Good signs, Hugh, that she still wants to be there.
Yeah, look, there's no doubt in my mind that that's the case. I think it's there for everyone to see, and particularly on Saturday when she got to the races and had that race day atmosphere, she worked. That was the strongest work she's done this time in, and, you know, being in the public eye, she really took advantage of it, and I could barely hold her, to be honest. So, no, she's in a good spot, and we're excited about her return in a couple of weeks' time.